Hello and welcome to Soul Love with Kimness. I am Kim van der Zande, your host, and I'm super excited to share another episode of Soul Love with you, where we share inspirational and empowering stories from the heart. We talk about the beauty and the shadows as both are part of the ascension journey, to remind you that you are powerful, you are magical, and to have trust in what you feel to be true deep within. Enjoy this next episode of Soul Love. Before we start the next Soul Love conversation, I want to invite you to check out my amazing book, Activating the Flower of Love, a sacred guide for manifesting your deepest desires and highest calling. This sacred book, filled with powerful tools and activations, will guide you to open your heart to the beauty and wisdom within you, empowering you to create the life you deeply desire from the foundation of love. You can find Activating the Flower of Love in all the major online and offline bookstores in ebook or paperback, or you can check it out through my website, kimness.nl, where you can also discover the different ways of working with me and the latest updates on new starting programs. Enjoy this next episode of Soul Love. Welcome, beautiful souls, to a new episode of Soul Love. And today I have the honor to share a sacred conversation with Esther Berg. And I'm really excited to share your story, your energy. And I am honored I have been able to journey with you through the Flower of Love embodiment journey, to see you blossom in beautiful ways and to step up in your light and your truth. And I really love how you empower, especially women, to step into their radiance and to step into their light. And maybe you want to share a little bit about what this passion awakened within you and what you see and how you step into the world and share that light with others and your radiance.
Yes. Oh, thank you for the invitation in the first place. And I'm very honored to be here. And yes, as I walk through my life and facing my challenges and my finding my callings, at least one after other, and then I find in my place what I have to earn for my own, how became me to be me, and from this place I have radiance and get the light which is inspiring others. And as I see and I heard the from the others how they can get more and more in their own life from this inspirational, I find that this is my calling, to have impact on life. Other women, they have the challenging to find the power, the life force, and the light inside, which is when it became brighter and brighter. It's like a diamond, a raw diamond that became more sides to shine. And in one day, it's the whole. It can be the whole, and shining brighter than ever, and inspiring others. And this is just a ripple effect. When I am shining and helping others to become this light itself, then they can be in the shine, and so on and so on. It's I can see how the earth became more light, shining up, and so.
Yeah. I love that. And I also love like your radiance and your glow, and it's really a testament, because as we grow up, a lot of us have this image that as we become older, like we become like we're less flexible, we're less shining our light, where it's almost like that is the collective image of like it's this dimming old lady that is just, but no, like we're stepping into this mature version of ourselves where we can express our truth, our wisdom, our embodied experience, and our light and our radiance, because you're combining both in your teachings, like you're helping women be in their flexibility. And in can you maybe share a little bit about how that how that empowers them, and to understand that like there is no limit to what we are capable of. It's only the limitation of the mind and the conditioning of the vision we receive of becoming older or stepping into this light and expressing our truth.
Yes, it's true that I am yesterday birthday 61,
Yes.
and 1 year before, when I stepped through this boundary between 50s and 60s, I really sensed this mindset from humanity about 60s became 60. And I was sitting there and I asked myself, what happened here? 1 day before, I was 59. And 1 day later, I have all these thoughts. What the earth is happened here?
Yeah.
And then I shake myself and it's just thoughts and just unconscious mindset from women all around.
Yeah.
And no, there is no limitation. This is we have to be conscious with our thoughts. And how is that something to do with me? Yes, of course. I have to clear my mind and I was never been so focused on what I want to do or so open for the future as now. And it's over 60. So it's not the getting closer and getting smaller and limited in wherever, which phase. It's expanding.
Yeah.
If you have children, they grow up already. You have time and space to become you. And nowadays we are not living 60 and some years after. We live 80, 90 years, 100 years. It's almost the halfway before myself.
Yes.
With
I love
60.
that.
So
Yes, it is. Yeah. And it's truly because like what I love and what I see in beautiful women around me as well, as they become older, it's like you can share it truly from this embodied state and from this lived through experience. And also there's a, I love that and I see that in you as well. There is a calmness. Like it's almost like, okay, you went through the storms and you know you're still standing, centered in love. And from that, going through all the storms that life has to offer, you can stand even more firmly in holding space for what is happening and knowing that it's only an opportunity for growth and you can expand even more and share your light and your truth. And yeah, there's so much like depths almost in a beautiful way that is arising. And I love because you're a natural storyteller, but I think that's also the beautiful vision. No, but because you have all these experiences, you can share these stories. And that's coming back to the old vision of communities.
yes.
Where there was this like you had the young children that heard the stories of the of grandparents but sometimes that is missing because there's so much depth and so much lived through experience that can be given to next generations or to so I love that's how
Yes. And to be middle of the storms, and I went through cancer and healed myself, and I had other huge traumatic experiences with my organic family, or how you say it.
yes.
Then middle of the storms, it's not a nice place. I know it's a huge challenging, but it's also a huge chance to become something new. And when I show back, I don't want to be the person before all that storms. I want to be the person who I am now.
Yeah.
And through these storms, we became our strongest version when we use it on the conscious way.
Yes.
And I teach people to get into the body. I'm embodiment dancer using Nia technique and soul motion, and combine, of course, with my personality. And when we are sensing our body, when we are getting in our body, then to be this conscious mood,
yeah
then we have a lot of opportunity to become more and more and became the best version from
Yes.
ourselves.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's an important key you're sharing right now, because there's a way to go through life and indeed connect with consciousness and expand our field, but it's also coming back to our body. And I love that that's part of also your way of expressing, because there's so much energy that is stuck in our body, but also our body has a whole story, like our whole experience. It's almost like a map. And if we go in interaction with, I don't know if you have an experience to share, but if we go in interaction with our bodies and communicate with it and allow it to express, I think beautiful things unfold. And
And there's a beautiful example. My last class on Monday, we had the focus in each class. There is a focus, and it's very good for grounding. That safe enough.
Yes.
If you feel, do a step, and then it is safe enough. And what mark is on the end? It's a question mark or a dot.
Yes.
It's safe enough? Question. Yes, no, yes, no. Or, oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, and that's that sensing in the body. It's another way go into your mind and to your thoughts. And okay, I sense in my body it's safe enough. Then I can have less fears, less concerns, and more security and grounding.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And I also found it interesting because you said question mark and dot. For me, it was almost also like, okay, is there a clear boundary? The dot for me felt almost like, okay, no, I'm not willing to stretch beyond my comfort zone. And the question mark for me was like, okay, yes, I'm willing to stretch into the unknown, into this. I love how you explained it. And yeah, because it's also understanding we're all paving a new way. And as we open our heart and expand our light, it can open up scary parts of ourselves, or we feel unsafe because it's something we have not experienced yet before. And I love if you then go also in communication with our body, because it's our body that goes into this safety mechanism. So a big answer is in communication with our body, because when we can allow our body to feel safe and relaxed, it can expand again, and we can feel like, okay, in this now moment, I am safe, I am centered. There's nothing like there is a fear in the mind going on that is triggering all these processes. But in essence, I am safe. I'm sitting here, I'm listening to this podcast, and in that we can expand again and relax, and in the inspiration comes in. And yeah, so I think that's a beautiful way of safety.
Yes. Safe enough. And also when we have this safety in the body, then we can have another relationship to our body, and learning to love and not finding all the problems or don't like this part and this part. It's just what we have. It's I know it's not the easy way to love your body, love your life, and but this is the way.
Yeah, it is.
Sensing the body, accepting the body, asking what about it, what my body sense. We don't like to sense. The humanity now. Emotions don't like emotions. Sensations don't like sensation. Let me alone. And we just distracted ourselves with different medium and stuff we all know. But and scared about to be alone with myself. But this is the only person in our life is constant. It's myself. Me with myself. And all other can change and disappear or happening a lot. But this connection with myself is the most important one. And then back to the raw diamond. To get a new side, and again and again.
I love that.
Get more shiny.
Yeah, it is. I love it. And it's so aligned. Yesterday, I created an article about how to love your body, because it truly is like this vessel is what brings us through this life. It is our temple for this physical lifetime. And why judge it? Why push it away? Not why neglect its needs. It's so, but it's just an old paradigm. So it's not per se about judgment, about the mechanisms that are happening, but it starts with awareness. And in that, it opens up, because it's as you share, we're so sometimes afraid to feel and to express and to experience, but by neglecting those emotions, they build up momentum and they become much louder and even manifest in illnesses and all of that, in depressions. And it's coming back to, okay, what is my body trying to share, and understanding that's also an instrument of our soul. It's not a disconnected thing. No, our soul is constantly giving us messages, and there's remembering, and there's growth, and there's wisdom. And I love, like, as you share, like also with the movements you're doing, you're becoming aware again of the language of your
Mm.
body. Yeah.
And there is a lot of thoughts about energy. We have to energize our body. We need more energy, and you
Mm.
can see it in a commercial. Drink this for energy and take this. But the energy, we don't have to store energy. We have to move energy. It has to be flow through your body, and always in changing, coming in and go out. This is the way where energy has to work.
Yes.
Storing energy, it's some point it's just start to smell and start to be
Yeah.
so not so nice.
Yes.
That's why it has to be flow, and movement, dancing is the way where it can be really organic,
Mm.
on the
Yeah.
organic way. Renew
Yeah.
and flow.
Yeah. I love that. And if you look back now at your life, like what have been important keys or awarenesses or tools or things that have helped you to stand in the light you are right now? And you shared a little bit, like opening your heart and the wings that it then creates just before we started this podcast. What helped you to open your wings and open your heart? And yeah, like key.
So um, my very last traumatic experience was through 2 years ago, and I find myself closed in a small box, and the image from the butterfly and the transformational
Yes.
um, travel journey from the egg to the cocoon and the butterfly come to my mind. I find myself really, really in this cocoon,
Yeah.
and it was dark. It was very almost no place to move. It
Mhm.
was um, it was not the best place, but I knew also I cannot go. Okay, it's not nice. I go out. It's
Mhm.
I tried that, but it has to get to time, and I don't know if you know that the butterfly, when the caterpillar get
Mhm.
into this cocoon, then what happened there? They become just a fluid.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
the caterpillar disappear completely,
Yeah.
like there was no caterpillar at all. And there are cells they remember on the image of the butterfly.
Mhm.
And then it starts to become the butterfly, but this butterfly, it's not strong. It has to work through this cocoon. It's at some point it's
Mhm.
crack off this
Yeah.
this cocoon, and
Yeah.
then the butterfly has to work, and it's a big work to get out from this caterpillar, and then the butterfly is just lying there with wet wings, and at some point they they can fly.
Yeah.
But it's a way. It's definitely not the goal
Mhm.
from a egg to flying, or where is the end point. It's this way how can I get my wings and become it's beautiful, colorful, and we all saw already breathtaking butterflies out there. And so I went through this, and I really realized in which stadium I am.
Yeah.
And it was, and now after this period of my life, I realized, okay, I don't need others to be myself, to be strong, to be grounded. I should do it for myself. No one can do that for me.
No.
And it would be nice when, okay, you do it for me, and I just sit down and do nothing. But no, it's no, that is not the way. And what I told before we started the recording to Kim, that the image, I heard it from, I not remember who said it, that the image from angels and dragons, and also the the day wings is just this picturing or imagining the expanded heart zone that we also have, and it's nowadays we know that the heart has a bigger magnetic field than our brain.
Yes.
So our heart will it's sensed much earlier than your thoughts, what you thoughts from others. That it's not so it's important what we sending out.
Yeah. And what I love in your story as well, from the caterpillar to the butterfly, it's understanding that the caterpillar needs to go through that journey of death and rebirth to become this butterfly. There's no shortcut. There's no bypassing. There's no someone else fixing it or opening it meanwhile. No, you need to go through that. And as you shared about the angels and your heart opening and the wings, it's almost like we need to go through that. We need to sit with these shadow parts and these inner sabotaging energies and the pains and the traumas, because it's only in healing them that we can truly open our hearts. Otherwise, there will always be an inner voice that maybe is afraid, like, okay, if I open my heart, will this pain come back? But if you fully sit with this pain with love, you can just open your heart from braveness, because it's no longer an interaction in your field, and you can just say yes to life in more beautiful ways. So I love that. And I love, as I've seen you grow and expand into even more radiant ways of being. What I love also, as you stepped into the space of showing your butterfly, how you now notice how beautiful people and places come on your path, how this magnetic heart works in your own life, and how that unfolds.
And also it's very important that the caterpillar has to give up to be caterpillar.
Yes.
As the image of the caterpillar, I am a caterpillar, I am whatever I am, or that I think what I am, giving completely up to be something really new. And
you need to be ready.
Authentic, and colorful and strong.
Yes, I love that. And it's also understanding sometimes our soul or our human self wants to experience certain patterns still, or is not ready to let go. And then, so I love that you share that as well, because that's an important key. At one point, it's a conscious choice, like, okay, I'm ready to let go of these limiting beliefs or these patterns, or I'm ready to truly sit with my traumas and heal them, harmonize them, to become this butterfly. Because it's not like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, at one point in each and every one of our lives, we will be asked to go through this cycle of death and rebirth, sometimes multiple times in our lives. But it's knowing that, and when you're in the middle of the storm, it's intense. I've known these moments in my life as well. But when you come out, like, there's this whole new awareness opening up, this consciousness, this deeper, authentic expression of who you are, this confidence and this deep inner knowing. And so I love as you bring that to life and share that. And I think the butterfly image is very beautiful too.
And after all, we can say thank you for all that bad experience.
Yeah.
Because they are just pushing into new.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. And when you can see it like that, it's empowering instead of it's dimming your light. No, it is an invitation to step up in your next level and to express your truth and your light. Yeah, I love that.
And
Thank you for sharing.
accepting this box into, and then, okay, how can I go through?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think, again, then it comes back to, as you shared with dancing as well and with safety, can you truly surrender to that moment? Because when we resist, we stay longer in this box because we don't allow our caterpillar to become fluid. No, we try to hold on to the caterpillar, or we want to quickly go into the fluid, but that doesn't work in the controlling. It's like this, then the whole process stops and we're just stagnant for like, but that's the most scary part. Can we truly surrender to the not knowing and to the process where we need to feel and deepen in ourselves? And yeah, so I think that's an important one as well.
So if you don't know what to do, just put a nice music on and dance, and
Yes,
let the inspiration come in.
I love that. Yes. And if there's one last tip or advice or story you would like to tell to everyone listening to empower and inspire them?
I told already a lot. What
Yes.
can I add on? I started also my coaching program for women in a life-changing period, in a menopause.
Yes.
And I took this part of a lifetime, because it's really changing for women,
Yeah.
in the body and also in the mind. But I guess this time in the women's life is maybe the okay. I stopped there, and what I was thinking about myself in the past, where I want to be when I get older, and am I there, or is something different I'm become? And that's why I took this part of women's life to get starting to watch over it, over the life itself, and find the purpose, to find the wishes, the dreams, and maybe now is the time to go for it.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, because it's a pivotal moment and again, a cross point as well. I think a crossroad. Like, what do you choose to expand your light or yeah?
Yes, and yes, this mindset that okay, I'm now less, I'm not enough. I'm reduced myself, or oh now I have more time for me. I have not this and that, and I can expand, and finding again my North Star.
Yeah, to see the opportunities and but what I also love, like it's understanding, like there's you shared at the beginning, like sometimes like it's understanding that some thought patterns are sometimes not even ours. It's like when we, as you shared, like when I became 60, I suddenly had all these thoughts, but it's you, when we're a little bit sensitive, we're tapping into this collective field and this collective consciousness that has certain ideas about being 60 or 50 or 40 or and so we're all bombarded with all these mind chatters and these limiting beliefs, and then it's choosing like, okay, but this is not my truth, this is my light is within, and this is my truth and my radiance, and there's no limitation to what I have. So I love that you shared that. And it's also sometimes really the awareness, like you don't have to accept those limitations. You don't have to accept those ways of thinking of how to become older. And I think you're a beautiful testament to that, to the radiance and the light and the excitement and the body flexibility and the movements and all of it. And so an invitation to everyone to tune in, whatever stage you are in your life, because it's always important to find your true north.
To take the personal power back, and not giving collective mindsets.
Yes. Yeah.
Your power away. Just get back and start again.
Yes.
Building up.
And that's again a powerful key as well. We always have a chance to start again. it doesn't mean like if we chose a certain path and it's not serving us anymore, that we need to continue this path. No, in each and every moment, we have a chance to recenter within ourselves and choose again. So yes, thank you for bringing that into this space. And yeah, thank you for sharing your light and your stories. And if you want to know more about Esther and how you can work with her, you can find all the information below this video or audio. And I want to thank you for sharing your radiance. And I'm looking forward to seeing you even blossom more in what you're here to bring and your light. And yeah, thank everyone for tuning
Thank
in to this
you.
conversation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wishing you all a magical day, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next podcast. Much love. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining this episode of Soul Love. If you want to find out more about what we do, you can find it below. And I'll see you in the next episode. Much love.